system of care that makes more use of community settings, simplified administrative systems, and government stewardship for the whole, for the good of the whole. Let's reach for that. I know we can have safer neighborhoods, but it will take more community-based patrols, after-school and enrichment programs, summer job and volunteer opportunities for young people, training and pre-release preparation for inmates, and sensible reform of both CORI and sentencing. Let's reach for that. We know what to do. We know that our challenges were long in the making and will require long-term solutions. We know what to reach for. And we ought to know that either we invest today or we will surely pay excessively tomorrow. An investment in education today beats an investment in prisons tomorrow. We know that. Let's reach for that. Quick fixes, gimmicks, and sound bites are not enough. That's not in the spirit of what built this country. That is not what cleared the forest and planted New England's earliest farms. It's not what inspired our great universities and museums. It's not what created the boom in the textile manufacturing in its time, or a flourishing biotech industry today. It's not what freed the colonies from oppression, or the slaves from bondage, or women from second-class citizenship. What has distinguished us at every signature moment of our history is a willingness to look challenge right in the eye, the instinct to measure it against our ideals, and the sustained dedication to close the gap between the two. That is who we are. We will need different tools and different approaches, one for our times. As your governor, I have broad responsibility for what goes right and what goes wrong, but far less authority than I need to influence the course of either. For that reason, I will reorganize the executive branch to simplify our system, to make it more modern and accessible and accountable, to enable our public employees to concentrate on the public service at the core of their assignments, and to enable your governor to advance the agenda you elected me to do. I will ask municipalities to enter into a new partnership with state government so that we can work together to reduce their operating costs, to better plan across regions, and to rebuild city and town centers into stronger economic cores. And I will be calling on you, each one of you, to stay engaged, to bring forward your solutions, not just your problems, to suggest a better way, to keep your eye on the higher ground we see, and to act like you understand that this State House is your house. You stood up and you reached out from every corner of the Commonwealth, working together in the best example in recent memory of a bedrock democratic principle, that to make any difference in our common realities, we must see our stake in each other's dreams and struggles, as well as our own, and act on that. My point is that we will be doing some things differently. Moving today's rituals within reach of you is symbolic of that. Change is not always comfortable or convenient or welcome, but it is what we hope for, what we have worked for, what you voted for, and what you shall have. I got a letter from a woman in Worcester named Stacy Amaral a few weeks ago. She told me how she, like my own mother, had raised 2 children on her own, now both grown and doing well. Stacy now helps care for her mother, a frail, 82-year-old woman of just 85 pounds who is recovering from cancer and a broken hip. On election day, when Stacy went to collect her mother to go to the polls, she arrived to find the elevators in the building weren't functioning. She had to walk up 6 flights of stairs to her mother's apartment. When she told her mother that she was sorry she wouldn't be able to get back down, or back up for that matter, because the elevators weren't working, her mother got her coat and started down those 6 flights of stairs. Half an hour later, one cautious step after another, her daughter following with her walker in one hand and 2 pocketbooks in the other, Stacy's mother got down those 6 flights of stairs. I have no idea how long it took her to get back up again later on. That frail 82-year-old did not walk down 6 flights of stairs for us to conduct the business of government the same old way. It's time for change. And we are that change. The earliest settlers of this Commonwealth, as we have been reminded on a couple of occasions today, this Commonwealth was their shining city on a hill. To this kid from the south side of Chicago, Massachusetts is my shining city on a hill. For every mother living month to month, for every student struggling to get through school, for every dad working 2 jobs and wondering which one is going to be shipped overseas, for every fisherman wondering whether this year's catch will do, for every immigrant wondering whether the American dream is a myth, for every teacher, every bus driver, every government clerk, every firefighter, every small business owner doing your best and wondering whether anyone appreciates you, for every one of God's children who calls Massachusetts home, let's rebuild this city on the hill and make it shine again. God bless our work, and God bless you all.